Hello YouTube, this is Garrett Lively with another YouTube dog training episode. Today we're going to talk about the 10 training traps people often fall into and how to avoid them. Number one is you don't want to procrastinate on basic training. A lot of people will wait and they want to read a book or watch some YouTube videos on how to train before they start training. To that I say no. As soon as you get the dog home, the old pup, you want to go ahead and start training them from day one. You want to start with house training, crate training, leash training, name recognition. All those things are very helpful to go ahead and start your dog training exercises on. Number two is you don't want to buy into attention-seeking behavior. So a lot of times when dogs will try to get your attention by barking or yelping, for example, growling for food or yelping to go outside, you don't want to buy into that. You don't want to reward them for their bad behaviors. Number three is don't want to forget to release your dog from a stay command. For example, if you've told your dog to stay, you want to release it by saying okay. A lot of people forget, and then the dog will never know how long to stay, or that he has a time limit at all. Number four is you don't want to eliminate rewards too soon. So if the dog learns that he's just not going to get rewarded anymore, he's quickly going to ignore the behaviors or the commands that you're giving him. So you want to consistently reward your dog for doing well. Number five is you don't want to use your dog's name as a command. For instance, you don't want to. You also don't want to precede any command with your dog's name. So you don't want to say, "Hey, just gonna pull out a name here. Belle, stay," or "Belle, shut up," or "Belle, you're a bad girl." Anything like that. Any of those things, because the name is not the command, and you also want to use the name for praise later on. Number, what are we on? Six, I think. Having to repeat commands away from home. So very commonly you teach your dog commands at home, and you take them out to a new place like a park or whatever, and they don't do the command you taught them, or if you have some people over, they won't do the command you taught them. And so you repeat it and you repeat it and you repeat it, but you don't want to do that, and often you find yourself, well, they do it at home, I don't understand why they're not doing it right now, and that's probably true. So you want to learn to train your dog around distractions and periodically graduate to newer and better places. Number seven is you don't want to punish your dog when he comes to you. So if he does a bad behavior and then you use the come command for your dog to come to you, you don't want to punish him thereafter. Number eight is you don't want to run after your dog. If you want your dog to come to you, you want him to come to you. You don't want to be the one chasing after him. So you want to have a strong foundation in the come command in order for him to come to you and for you not to have to go to him. You don't want to expect too much too quickly. Training is a long process for various breeds of dogs. It's going to take a lot of time. And a lot of effort on your part, so you don't want to expect the world. You're gonna be disappointed. And finally, number 10 is you don't want to ignore the principles of consistency. So once you have a regimen, you want to stick with that regimen. Once you have a structure, once you have a certain phrase that you're using for these commands, you want to stick with those, and you don't want to ignore those. Putting in various different changes into those commands can often confuse the dog and will very, very much stunt training. So anyways, next month we're going to be getting into the actual dog training, but until then, this has been Garrett Lively with YouTube Dog Training.